And good winter day. It is a beautiful Sunday. It is time now to go through my watch list of quarterbacks for the class of 2019. Couple quick reminders before I talk about some of the quarterbacks for the class of 2019. This is from my watch list on my website. Nothing to do with the deep dish football rankings that the panel does. This is my watch list of quarterbacks. Again, quarterbacks will be added to this watch list in the coming months. I guarantee you I'll probably add about 6 to 10 more names to this quarterback class. I'll probably take off some names if I find out anything, especially talking to college coaches, talking to high school coaches. It's just basically a watch list. And again, I have an athletes list too on the bottom of the watch list. If you do not hear your name's probably in the athletes in that. But quick reminder, please fill out the Deep Dish Football Recruiting Questionnaire if you haven't, so I have your information. But again, this is my watch list for quarterbacks class of 2019. Sort of the first version because I did it 3 or 4 weeks ago where I put the watch list out. These are the names to look out for. And for this class, unlike last year when there was a talented pool of quarterbacks, I think for the class of 2019, there's one name above all for quarterbacks that you can take a look and say, yeah, he's the best quarterback for the state of Illinois for the class of 2019. Now, just to let people know, when we talk about good quarterbacks and we talk about great quarterbacks and being great quarterback classes in that, this is what I've found, and especially talking with some of the scouts around the area, talking with some of the college coaches. When we talk about great quarterbacks and great quarterback classes in the state of Illinois, I find that when we talk about them, it usually means that they don't do that much in college. But when we talk about it's going to be an average quarterback class, they actually do the best in college when they come out to college. It's a little bit messed up, but it's sort of like how you say the irony of the whole thing of just talking about quarterbacks and quarterback being such an important position, but there's just quarterbacks that are being, talked about too much when they just got to put their mind towards the game and being a great team leader as is in Illinois football. And the first name that I want to talk about that I think is head over heels that we can say is the number one spot so far is Peyton Thorne, quarterback, Naperville Centrals. I think that he is the best quarterback right now, but it's at a time where in a few months you can say, yeah, these two quarterbacks have ascended higher than Peyton Thorne, or Peyton Thorne is still staying at the number one position. There's no clear cut thing that you can say he's the best quarterback, he's number one, but you can say right now Peyton Thorne is the lead horse, and he is a good kid. Very, very well put together for Naperville Central. Transfer from Meadowvalley to Naperville Central. Does a good job. Not part of any of the BS of around quarterback training and all other stuff. Does a great job, and that's even a big plus for college coaches. Son of a college coach too, from North Central, but Peyton Thorne, clear cut number one, no doubt about it. Let's go on to a few quarterbacks, especially one quarterback that you might not know. DJ Cotton of Brooks looked great last summer. 6'5", 180, very tall, very good on his legs. Impressive job. Short target, a great short target type of quarterback. Basically gets the ball out when needed. Now again, before I talk about going to any more of the quarterbacks, main things too. If a quarterback is protected by a great offensive line, it's going to make his play a lot better. That's one thing I look at too. Of quarterbacks, I look at the offensive line. I look at the receivers. I also take a very good look at the tight ends too. If a quarterback has two very good tight ends, a good tight end system for a quarterback can make a quarterback look like an all-state quarterback. I can't use the all-state quarterback because I really don't like using that. Just can make him look like a hell of a recruit, basically. That's one of the things that I take exception to and I take a look at. I also take a look at scheme-wise too. There's certain schemes that make the quarterback look very, very good, especially when you talk about a run and shoot type of offense, where it's basically the game plan is more towards the wide receivers, and the wide receivers are acted towards this, basically being the brains of that system, catching the ball, identifying the defenders, and identifying coverages. So that's another thing key for quarterbacks. But I digress. I'm talking too much. Peyton Brown, St.Charles North. You have Honesy, who just graduated. Peyton Brown looks like he's going to take reins. Hell of a player, a great arm quarterback. Was injured a little bit last season, but I do believe he's another quarterback to take a close eye out for St. Charles North. Ben Tarpey Evanston, 6'1", 165. I really like this kid. I just like his his great touch on the ball and his ability to make plays. But Ben Tarpey, Evanston, 6'1", 165. Another guy to look out for, who I thought was going to be the quarterback to keep a very good close eye on, is Ben Thorson, Wheaton Academy, 6'3". He was injured, but keep a very good close eye on him. I think a good key game for Ben Thorson is against IC, against that secondary. It's going to be a great game to look at. Next one, Robert Simental, DeLaSalle, 6'2", 180, mobility. Great arm to look out for, is another quarterback to look out for. Next one, and this is going to be, this is actually sort of funny. Two close rival teams, two quarterbacks. Matt McGraw, Grant, 6'4", 180. Met the kid. The scary thing about Matt McGraw at Grant High School, I'm going to say this right now, he has got a lot of growing still going on. That's a very scary sign for a lot of defenses, because that kid, I'm completely impressed with his arm. If he gets some of that upper body strength, he can make for one hell of a quarterback. Austin Martineau, Grayslake North, just an interview with the kid. Hell of a player. Saw him at Grayslake North. Coach Baker's doing a great job with this young man. A quarterback that you definitely need to keep an eye out for. Grayslake North, Austin Martineau, 6'3". Good arm, good mobility. Next one, 6'5", Jack Bolts, Lincoln Way East, 185. Even if he's named the starter, secondary behind Matt Judd I have as an athlete. But those two quarterbacks, Matt Judd, Jack Bolts, they're D1 quarterbacks. No doubt about it. Even if Matt Judd goes to wide receiver or whatever they do with him, whoever wins that battle, it's unbelievable, the Lincoln Way East and the level of quarterbacks that they have. It's completely impressive. Sam Sweetland, Sacred Heart Griffin, 6'1", 205. Quarterback that you want to take a close eye for. Mobility. Sacred Heart Griffin has a good history with the quarterbacks, especially with the system. But unlike, I keep forgetting, just basically they do a little more of the pounding of the ball with the run. But again, good quarterback that you want to take a good close at. Next one, Taylorville's Brandon Odom. Put up great numbers, 6'1", 183. Taylorville, like I said, had a great year last year, but Brandon Odom, that's with an A. I'm sorry, sir, I misspelled your last name. Brandon Odom, Taylorville, keep an eye out for him. Next guy that they changed up a little bit of the offense, Jared Easterday, Carlinville, 6'3", 178. Another guy that you want to keep an eye out for, class of 2019, Jared Easterday of Carlinville. Carlinville, they went to a little bit of the ground pound I think it was like 2 years ago. Want to go, they basically went to pass, and Jared Easterday is a guy that you want to keep an eye out for. Coach's son, keep a very good close eye out for. Hopefully I'm not wrong about that. Mike Market, Maris, 6'1", 175. I really do like Mike Market. I see him, the kid that from last year from St. Viator, the quarterback from St. Viator, Bryce Helgiff. I see Mike Market a little bit of a better version as Bryce Helgiff. I see Mike Market as a quarterback just to keep a very good close eye in the summer. For the summer camps, along with Brandon Odom and Easterday. That's the guys that you want to keep out a close eye for the summer. Next one, sort of an underdog, but keep a very good close eye on him, especially great accuracy that I really like. Christian Curtis O'Fallon, 6'2", 174. Quarterback class 2019. Now, if you didn't hear your name, be sure you check out this is all off the watch list on my website for Coach Big Pete. It's on the link or whatever. You'll see it, but also your name probably is in the athlete section just to let people understand and people know. But again, is this quarterback class better than last year? No, it's not. No doubt about it. It's not. Can this quarterback class turn some heads? Yes, it can. Like I said, Peyton Brown is a name that you guys definitely have to keep an eye out for. Peyton Thorne is the big dog. He's the big dog, no doubt about it. But that could change. Tarpey Evanston, keep an eye out for. Robert Simental, DeLaSalle, quarterback, 6'2", keep an eye out for. Matt McGraw, Austin Martineau, they're two quarterbacks you need to know. Do not think, oh, it's gonna be in the Chicagoland area, blah blah blah. Here. Keep an eye out for Matt McGraw, Austin Martineau, Jack Baltz, and I'm going to talk about a little bit when I do a video for the athletes. I will talk about Matt Judd. Two guys that you need to keep an eye out for too. Sam Sweetland, Sacred Heart Griffin, keep an eye out for him. Brandon Odom from Taylorville, Jared Easterday from Carlinville, keep an eye out for him. Mike Market, Marist, I really do like Mike Market. I think he's just a tough-nosed little quarterback. Keep a very good close eye on the last one. Christian Curtis of O'Fallon High School. Keep an eye out for him. So this has been my talk for quarterbacks class of 2019. I will do running backs, athletes, and all that other stuff each time to go over the class of 2019 and all that other stuff. And I guarantee you, like I said, I'll probably add 7 or 8 quarterbacks after camp or that. Please fill out the Deep Dish Football Recruiting Questionnaire. Now, please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also follow my new thing, Wim Report. Again, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. That is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com if you have any questions or any of that. Please, if you like my work, please feel free to leave a tip or a donation via PayPal on the right-hand section of deepdishfootball.com. On the top right-hand section, there's the PayPal link. I'll put up on the bottom. But this is going to be an interesting year for the quarterbacks. Because, again, a lot of people are thinking that you're not going to see that much from the quarterbacks. I really do think that this quarterbacks are going to be an interesting bunch of quarterbacks. Peyton Thorne, he's got a lot of offers. I think you could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... between 4 and 5 quarterbacks, it could be at the D1 level. Hopefully a little bit more, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting competition, especially when we get to the summer college camps. But again, please follow Coach Big Pete, Deep Dish Football, and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. And next I will talk about the athletes.